I never used to believe in haunted houses, ghosts, spirits, all that stuff. It was just from movies and campfire stories. At least, that's what I thought before I moved into the house on Blackwood Lane. It was too good of a deal to pass up. Big, old, and way cheaper than it should have been. The realtor, a woman with a stiff smile, told me the last family left in a hurry. Personal reasons, she said, but the way her hands shook when she handed me the keys made me wonder. I should have trusted that feeling. The first night was weird. Not jump out of your skin scary, just off. Like the house was watching me. I told myself it was just nerves. New place, new sounds. I went to bed early. Then, at 3:17 a.m., I woke up to someone whispering in my ear. Not the kind you hear in dreams. Clear, close. A woman's voice, soft but sharp, saying, "You're in my room." I shot up, heart pounding. No one was there. The door was still closed, but the air smelled like roses, thick and sweet, like the kind they put on graves. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, I convinced myself it was just my brain playing tricks. I looked up the house online, but there was nothing, no murders, no tragedies. Just an old place with creaky floors and too many dark corners. I decided to check out the basement. Big mistake. It was freezing down there, way colder than it should have been. And that's when I saw them. Words scratched into the wall near the furnace. Not random. Messages. She walks at night. Don't let her see you. It's not the dark you should fear. My phone light shook as I read the last one, carved deep like someone had pressed hard. She's in the walls. That night, the whispers came back. This time, they weren't just in my room. They were everywhere, mumbling, crying. A man's voice, broken and begging, "Please, no, not again." Then the knocking started, soft at first. 1, 2, 3 taps on my bedroom door. Then louder, faster, like something was trying to get in. I didn't move, didn't breathe. The doorknob turned, slow, too slow. The door creaked open just a crack, enough to see the hallway outside. Dark, empty. Then a hand, pale and too long, slid through the gap, fingers curling around the edge. I screamed. The second I did, the door slammed shut. The whispers stopped. The house went quiet. But I knew one thing for sure now. I wasn't alone. The next day, I went digging. The library had old newspapers. That's where I found it. A family, mom, dad, and their little girl, had vanished from this house in 1987. No signs of a fight, no notes, just gone. The last photo of them showed them standing in front of 17 Blackwood Lane, smiling. The dad's eyes looked wrong. Not sad, not scared, just empty. Like something had already taken him. That night I packed a bag. I wasn't staying another minute, but when I tried to leave, the front door wouldn't budge. Not stuck, not locked, held. Something on the other side was keeping it shut. Then the whispering started again, this time from behind me, a kid's voice giggling. "You can't leave. She won't let you." I turned. The hallway stretched too far. At the end, a figure stood in the shadows, tall, thin, arms too long, face hidden. It took a step toward me, then another, and I realized, with a terror so deep it turned my blood to ice. It wasn't walking, it was being pulled.
he muttered it. She had problems. Carla, the last tenant. The police report was easy to find online. Carla Hernandez, 28, filed 6 missing persons reports in her final month, all for herself. Claimed someone was living in her walls. They found her in our bathroom. Not dead. Gone. Just a wet red circle on the tiles where the stains start now. I'm writing this from a motel. I left everything, clothes, deposit, even my damn toothbrush. But last night at 2:17 a.m., the motel phone rang. No one there, just breathing, and the sound of something wet dragging across carpet. I think the stains are following me. I think Carla wants her apartment back. And worst of all, I think Marty's renting it again next week.